check it out and see what it looks like in low tide. Yes! There's hardly any wind. Oh, it's a bit of a mess. That looks like it, just right there, Martin.
Yep.
We've got a reef this end, we've got a reef this end. We've just got a little bit in there that's channeling out. That's where we're going to fish. This is our third attempt to catch salmon at this beach. The first 2 times the weather was just awful. Mount Camel is one of the beaches in the Elliston Australian Salmon Fishing Championship. Apparently it's not as reliable as Loch Swell and Talia, but it produces some very big salmon. In fact, in 2016, Rebecca Cox caught a 5.16 kilo salmon here, and she won the championship. So it's definitely worth a try if you're hoping to catch the big one. All right, we've got absolute perfect conditions, perfect morning. Look at this, couldn't ask for more. So the first thing is to get the burley bag in. So we've got flathead frame, salmon frame. We've got squid heads. Woohoo! Let's get this in. Create a bit of stink in the water. Okay, so let's just look at the rigs that we're using. We've got size 4.0 circle hooks with a keeper hook. And we've got a nice heavy star sinker. It doesn't look too bad out there, but all the same, you want to keep an eye on where your rig is.
So you haven't got a burley spring on?
I haven't got a burley spring on. I'm not going to worry about it.
All right.
I've got to rip a burley bag in. I'm trying, and so is Martin, a piece of salted pilly and also a fresh piece of Tommy Ruff that was caught just the other day. So let's see which one they like. We've got other options as well.
So I'm going to go to the right, Linda's going to go to the left, and hopefully we won't get tangled up.
This is perfect. Love it. We've brought our dogs with us today, Ash and Izzy. They're still in the car, asleep all cosy in their pyjamas, but we'll get them out later when it's warmed up a bit so they can have a run. I've switched my bait to squid because I wasn't getting any action, and I started getting bites straight away. Mark. I wonder if it's the keeper because we could use it for bait. Might be good fresh bait. I'll just go measure it.
Yeah.
It looks like a keeper.
Yeah.
So I caught it on the keeper hook and on the squid. It's a nice little mullet. So if that's legal, I'll go check. We'll use it as bait. Only needs to be 21 centimetres. It looks like it'll be close. Okay, so that mullet is 25 centimetres, so that's a keeper. So we're going to use that as bait. Mount Camel is about 2.5 hours northwest from Port Lincoln on the Eyre Peninsula. Today we're fishing just below the entrance on the main beach, but there is another beach that's accessible at low tide. It's on a very exposed piece of coastline, and the weather can be very rough and unpredictable. The last 2 times we'd left Streaky Bay with the app saying we're in for a good fishing day, but when we've arrived it's been rough, windy, rainy and almost unfishable, so you don't really know what you're going to get. Mount Camel is not only popular for fishing, but it's a top surfing destination as well. Geez, I don't know, you'd have to be pretty game to go in this surf. It is wild. So I'm sacrificing the mullet that I just caught and using it as bait to try and catch some salmon. Alright, let's go see what we can do with that.
Did you tell your boss you're not working today?
Yeah, I did. Who would want to work today? Look at this. It's so true. Who wants to be behind a desk when you could be here? Well, I suppose there is the small matter of the bills that have to be paid.
Got something on. It's too small. It's not a salmon. It's a mullet or a tommy or something. It's too small. There you go, another mullet. Where's all the salmon? It'll still be nice for dinner though.
So we bury our fish upside down in the sand so that the blood runs out. It also keeps them nice and cool in the warmer weather. Not that we need to worry about that today because it's freezing.
I mean, it looks perfect, doesn't it?
But all I've caught is one mullet, and that's the only bite that I've had, so you just don't know. It can look exactly right, but it's not. You know, it might pick up later, we might actually get some fish. I never stop hoping, do I? It's so beautiful. The skin of fresh mullet, so tough. It's not going to come off in a hurry. The water is so cold, but I'm wearing thermal pants and they're keeping me warm. So we've hit low tide about an hour ago, so now the tide's right at its low point. You never know, there might be a flathead around or something.
Oh, we did last time.
When we were here a month ago, Martin caught this amazing flathead. I couldn't believe it. It was a treacherous day to be fishing. The water was coming in with such force. Not to mention the wind. It made casting in really difficult. And then there was the seaweed. It's all I caught that day. Winter fishing at its most challenging. Look at that water sucking back. Good work, honey. It's a salmon too. And yet Martin still managed to pull in this beautiful salmon.
Yeah, you finally got one.
I can't get over the fact you pulled one in. Such hard fishing conditions. Loving that.
Oh yeah.
Well done. Well, today the weather's much calmer, but the fish aren't around. Maybe it's too nice for the salmon. Once you turn off the Flinders Highway, you travel about 4 kilometres down a well-maintained dirt road, right to the beach car park. So you don't need a 4-wheel drive to get to this beach. There's a gravel path down to the beach and no steps, so access is pretty good. There's no toilets here though, and the nearest shops are about 15 minutes away at Port Kenny or Venus Bay, and there's no fish cleaning facilities either. Finally, I thought, I've got another fish. But no, it was just crabs. That's what happens when you use fresh fish for bait. Double-headed crab. I got a double-headed crab. They're really not big enough to keep. A lot of work for not much return. Actually, they're probably not even legal size. They were fighting over it, my bait. Whoa, the tide's starting to come in.
If you've got one of these rod holders, holds your rod there nice and firmly, it's really nice. If you set your line at the right height, it's easy to put your bait on. You don't have to bend down or anything like that.
If you're enjoying this video, please like it. Subscribe to see more of our videos. Click the bell, you'll be notified when we release a new one. Finally, I've got another fish on, but it's only small. There's really not much happening today. It's a little trouty. It looks like it might be legal because we can cut that up. Yeah. Oh, here comes the doggies. They're having a run. So this only has to be 21 centimetres to be kept. It's 25, so I'll be using that as bait. Wow, it's getting pretty wild. Messy and dirty. It looks like sort of time you'd get mullet now. No. It's a cold winter's morning. Well, at least it's not raining. We're fishing the last hour of the dropping tide, and then a little later, the rising tide. The wind was perfect, on our backs, and just a gentle breeze. We could have walked around to the second beach because the tide was so low, but we decided to stay put.
We're not having any luck with the salmon, so I'm changing to a lighter rig. Hopefully we'll catch some more mullet or salmon trout. Maybe a tommy or two. I like to use swivel at the end of my rig so that I can easily change my sinker to a bigger or smaller one if needed. For bait today, I'm going to use some fresh mullet. This hangs on the hook really well. Dogs are cold too, probably. To warm up, they love running around on that beach. Nothing like a good game of chasey. Dogs are going crazy today.
Wow, that looks like a great place to stay. Well, I have to say, this really is my happy place standing on a beach like this. We've caught dinner, having a fantastic time. Oh, and he's on again.
It's starting to warm up now. We can take our jackets off and enjoy that sun. Feels like I'm getting some bites. Double header, mullet and a Tommy. Nice. Double header. Little Tommy and a mullet.
And it was a nice size Tommy as well, 24 centimetres. These gulls are beautiful, but you've got to keep your eye on them. They've taken my fish before, and they've even taken my bait.
No! That bird took our whole big bag of pillies.
The whole bag.
Down there now.
I'll see if I can go get
And
it.
when I ran up to it, just picked the bag up and took it down there. Gotta keep them under cover. Well done!
Can't believe a seagull can fly away with a whole bag of pillies.
Oh no, you got a fish.
Let's see what we got.
Another little mullet.
The mullet are popular
Lovely.
today.
We might get a mullet dinner the way we're going. Looks like it's big enough. Yeah. So Martin, did you catch all those mullet using smaller hooks?
Yeah, so we weren't catching anything on the big hooks.
So the tide's on the turn. It's high tide at 2 o'clock.
Definitely coming in.
Yeah, it's about 2 o'clock, so I think it's about 12:30 now. It's getting a bit cold, isn't it? Good girl. There we are. How's that? You're a good girl. Hang on a sec. There we are.
So I'm on again. And yep, looks like another mullet. Yep, nice little mullet. That'll go towards dinner.
I reckon that's probably okay. Just 21's all you need. 24. Easy. Well done, Martin.
I hadn't seen Martin for a while and I wondered where he was. I found him hanging out with the dogs on the bed. I think it all got a bit much for him.
Linda never stopped. She's killing me.
So we decided to head home for the day. This was our catch, apart from the ones we used as bait, which was perfect for dinner, so we were happy. So this is the last video in our Elliston Australian Salmon Fishing Championship series, where we show you all the key beaches where you can catch fish to enter in the competition. Look in the description below to see the links to the other videos. All these beaches are beautiful fishing spots, and you never know, the salmon just might come in while you're there. You might catch the big one. Get out there and give it a try. This is Fishing Sister saying goodbye.